What's up, y'all? I'm Filmore, and this is OG Interviews.
Hey, mi gente, I'm Moon, and this is OG Interviews, where stars talk to the moon. He is a rising country music singer-songwriter, has 250 million streams to date. He was the first independent artist featured on Spotify's Hot Country cover. He has worked or shared the stage with some of the big-time players in the music industry, like Blake Shelton, Carrie Underwood, and Mr.305 himself, Pitbull. Well, hello and welcome, Fillmore, to OG Interviews. I really do truly appreciate this opportunity and thank you for your time, man. I appreciate it. Well, let's first talk music. Let's talk about your upcoming music. What can we expect? And I do believe you have some big news to share.
Well, a lot of things have changed over the recent years in my world in a lot of ways. And one of those big things is signing with 305 Records with Pitbull, and that has really opened a lot of doors in a different world for me in a lot of ways. Which my mom absolutely loves because she's from Colombia, South America, and that's been it's been an amazing thing to be a part of. And I feel like kind of going back to my heritage and things like that, and being a part of Pitbull's world and leaning that my country and my sound and what I've done into some of my roots as well has been something that's amazing. And for me, going into the rest of this year and what's about to happen next year, you'll see that on this next album. You'll see a lot of these new things. You'll see some stuff potentially with Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull as well. You will see a lot of things from me that I'm really excited to share with everybody. And touring wise, I can't necessarily tell you everything, but there will be a lot of announcements towards the top of 2026. The way that we're feeling, the way that I've set this up over the last 2 years is really building towards 2026. And as we roll into this year, I feel pretty confident about everything, and I'm very excited about the album as well. So I can't really give you a lot of information, but the album is 21 songs long, and there also is another album that will come out in the summer. So a lot of music, and touring wise, people will see a lot of stuff that start popping up in 26 as well. As we finish the year, we're just finishing the album and all the things like that. There are some cool performances that are coming towards the end of 25 as well. So those are the things I can kind of give away. But yeah, that's kind of where everything is right now.
Let's talk about Pitbull. How did all that collaboration come to be? How did you two get connected? Do you got him on speed dial or something? Because if you do, I'm gonna need that number. Hello, share it. How did that happen?
Actually opening a festival. I was on the main stage, and Blake Shelton was the headliner. So Blake was somehow there again. And it was 45,000 people. I was in Barefoot Country Music Fest. It was Wildwood, New Jersey. Very happenstance that I'm from Wildwood, Missouri. So I was just loving that the place was called Wildwood when I showed up. And I run down this catwalk, and I'll send you photos of this too, because it's cool. It's definitely a big moment, and it's just a sea of people. And I hadn't seen it that big since I did the Indy 500 with Sam Hunt, and that was about 45,000 people. And I remember that feeling. You don't know where to look. You don't know where you're looking in the crowd. You're like, do I make eye contact with someone? Do you just stare out? Like, I'm not wearing sunglasses on stage. You can see my eyes. You're just like blank staring. You don't know where to look when the crowd's that big. And I'm running off this catwalk. I just did a 45-minute set, and I'm running side stage, and I get off. I hand my mic to my monitor guy. They're taking my in-ears out, and festival owner is right there, and there's a guy that's on Pitbull's team that's right there, and he was there checking out the festival. He was there to see how the festival was run, and I think for Pitbull to be a part of this country festival, they were there scoping it out, and they heard me play a song, which, by the way, I had never played before. that festival, I decided to try it out for the first time because I was about to go on the Brett Young tour that fall. And Brett Young is one of my closest friends, and he's absolutely changed my life with that tour in a lot of ways. And I owe him a lot. I'm very thankful for Brett Young. So shout out to Brett Young. But literally, like, I run off stage at barefoot. Blake Shelton's going on, probably 2 people after that. And the festival owner's like, hey, this is one of Pitbull's managers. And I'm like, no, it isn't. I said, no, that's not. I was like, you're hilarious. I was like, that's funny. I was like, nice to meet you, man. Like, thought it was a joke. And I walk off the stage and I go to the tour bus, and the guy comes back up, the owner, and is like, hey, no, like, I'm not joking. Like, I was like, oh. And he comes on the bus. We go on the bus, and I actually had done a bunch of songs in Spanish. And just in the last like year, and they weren't out, and a lot of them aren't still. And it wasn't about that, but I played a bunch of music on the bus because they were interested. They heard this USA song, and it turns out he had filmed me performing the song called USA, which we ended up doing on the 4th of July in front of the Empire State Building, a year and a half later. And everything kind of went from there. So this USA song basically became a big thing for us. And what happened was that person on his team shot a video of me in front of all those people singing that song and sent that video directly to Pitbull. And then that Monday, 4 days later, I got a call from Pitbull, still not knowing if it was all real. And it was definitely him on the other line. And he had texted me that he would appreciate the opportunity to be a part of that song. And I'm like, what is happening? I was in complete shock. And yeah, man, I'm getting chills right now. It honestly changed my life in a lot of ways right then and there. I was like, maybe everything was leading to this. I was like, maybe, I've been working so hard, opening for everyone, grinding, losing money on tours, like doing everything that I possibly could just to build the fan base and give it all back. I didn't even have a car for 10 years. I actually longer than that, 13 years maybe. I just got a car in December. So, and I sold my car to pay for my masters, and those are the ones that went viral on Spotify back in the day. So I'm like literally put everything into this, and this moment comes, and I'm like, this is a sign. And we end up putting the song out together, and I end up canceling a tour a year later, canceling dates and going out for free on the Pitbull tour just to sing the USA song with him every night. And I just did by myself, without my team, without my band. I went out there, and after everything I built, I was like, this is what I'm going to bet on. And it's been the best decision I've ever made. I couldn't believe how it happened. It's a God thing, and it's crazy to me. And I'm super blessed and thankful for that moment and where I'm at today, because there's so much things happening that we've been building for years that I'm excited about. So
this is why I like doing what I do, because I get to hear the story straight from the artist. You get to tell your story, from you. It's not a third party, secondhand, or floating out there in the internet or something where the artist has to correct it, right? I'm asking the questions, you're telling me your story, and you've shared your struggle, but you've also are sharing success, and we're seeing that. And I love that. And I love the success that you're having with Pitbull. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. I can't wait to hear the new music. Again, though, I'm going to be honest, and I would say that if Pitbull was on my phone, on the other end of my phone call, or that phone call, I would have to faint. I would faint, I'd have to call him back.
It's cool. It's definitely we're chasing something I don't think anyone's ever heard from either of us before, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it's about time. I'm counting 3, 2, 1 in the midnight, watching confetti fly. Everybody's got somebody but me. Knee deep in Prosecco, still trying to let go of anything and everything I used to be. It's only get it right. My next 365. My next 365.